So it's been a little while since I've done a video on this channel, mainly because I have been building the studio of my dreams. So this is the brand new Dead Secret / Atkins / Ritchie studio. It's something that I've been building for a while now, and if you've been watching my channel for a little bit of time, you'll have noticed that I was in quite a small studio before. It was actually 2 meters by 2 meters. I could literally reach out and touch both walls. And this one has been 16 years in the making. I've been waiting for so long to have a space like this, and it's taken a couple of months to get it ready, but now I'm ready to kind of show you guys. So this is the new space. So over here we have the studio area where I do all my production stuff. Then we have my rack with all of my gear, which I'm kind of building up and I'm kind of getting along and fitting it all out. Then we got a DJ area where I can come along and practice and stuff, which is actually on wheels, so I can pull it out and do some live streams from the middle of the room. Then we have the chill out area. This is where kind of clients will come along and chill out, and I'll probably just chill out and have a relax and watch some Netflix or whatever, which is the kind of whole gaming kind of fun station, just to kind of chill out with. So yeah, it's got my Xbox there, Netflix and all that stuff on the TV, just to kind of keep it nice and chilled and relaxed in here. Then we have the photo board here, which is going to have all the people that I work with. At the moment it's quite sparse because, as I say, the studio's only just finished. So yeah, it's the space that I've been building for quite a while now. It's something that I've been wanting for a while, and the whole reason I wanted a space this big is so I could have all of these different areas and they could all work in different ways. So let's look at the heart of it. The first bit is my production area. So this is my production desk, and let me start off with the desk. This is a custom desk by Custom Desks. I actually found them on Instagram, and this is built in Birmingham by a guy called Lee. And you can have these desks completely customized to how you want it to be. This one has got 5 rack spaces in each side, which is great because I never had any rack gear until I had this studio. So it's been quite nice to kind of fill those up. But yeah, it's the kind of heart of my studio, and I knew having this space, I'd have to have a desk that would match it. As soon as I got the desk, I had my little Adam A7s on them, and they just look so tiny. So I upgraded to the new A77Hs. Now these are fantastic. These are amazing speakers, and you can actually manage them all with software on your computer as well. So I've got them all measured and referenced and everything, so they produce an amazing sound when I'm sat right in the center. So yeah, that's all driven by my new Apollo X6. I had the RME interface before. That kind of went bang a little while ago because it was about 15 years old. So I decided I was going to upgrade and I was going to get the Universal Audio X6, which has been really great. And it's all kind of patched through here by my patch bay over here. So the patch bay allows me to kind of patch any of the inputs there into any of the gear that I've got over here. Sat on my desk, I've got the Push 3, which I absolutely love. As soon as it came out, I knew I had to have it. I'm an Ableton guy, so it was just one of those things. You know, I've loved using it. I've been taking it to loads of sessions and it's worked really, really well. So that kind of sits nice and proudly on my desk. But then I've got the little baby brother here, the Move, which I've only just literally picked up maybe a week ago. Still getting used to it, but actually this has been brilliant because the Push 3, it's just a bit too big when I come to take it to different studio sessions. It's really kind of hard to lug it from studio to studio when you're going from session to session in London. So I kind of wanted something smaller that I could put in my backpack, and that's why I absolutely love the Move. I'll be doing a whole video on the Move really soon because it's a great little bit of kit that I'm just getting used to. And I love the fact that I can generate ideas on it, but then also use it for studio sessions when I'm going in and out of it. So yeah, those are my kind of control surfaces. And then at the heart of my studio setup is my MacBook. I did a review on my channel a while back on this, and it's still going strong. This M1 Pro works like a dream, hasn't let me down yet, and I've been using it in the studio and also in plenty of sessions all over the country. So yeah, it's really worked nicely. The widescreen monitor, which people always ask me about, I honestly can't remember what the model number is. It's a Samsung widescreen monitor, but it works really nice in this desk setup. And before I even got this desk, I don't think I even measured the desk, and it just fit in there really nicely. I've also got a Stream Deck as well, which I really love. I had a little Stream Deck before, which is, if you're not familiar with, it's this kind of customized buttons that you can use, so you can kind of customize them for different tasks on your computer. And this one's actually got knobs on here, so you can actually kind of use dials on there. And I've actually got this mapped to my Universal Audio audio interface, so I can actually control the volume from this, which is really handy because I've actually heard that these X6s, the volume knob can actually go. So I'm actually trying to preempt that, and that's why I'm doing it on the Stream Deck. I've also got a little Alexa on here as well. That's just to let me know when the front door rings. And then finally, I've got my camera just here. This is kind of when I do all these videos. That's the camera that I've got sat behind my desk just filming me. And I promise I'm gonna be doing some more videos really, really soon. So let's move on to the equipment rack. So the equipment rack is kind of a luxury for me because in my little studio that I had before, I didn't really have much room. So most of this stuff was just boxed up most of the time. So when I wanted it, I kind of got it out of boxes and then I kind of used it. But now I've got this luxury of actually having them all here. So I've got the Pioneer AS1, the little mono synth. I've done a few videos of that on this channel. I absolutely love it. It's a really kind of, it's a tiny little synth, but the sound that comes out of it's really kind of mono and warm and wonderful. I really love it. Then I've got my SP16, the sampler from Pioneer underneath it. I can use that from time to time, and I really love the filter on it. The filter works really nicely. I've also got my Yamaha CP under here, my little kind of Rhodesy kind of keyboards. I don't use it that often, but I do love the sound that comes out of it. But I just kind of keep it there because I just love the look of the thing. I've also got my MIDI controller down the bottom there, which I haven't got hardly any of this actually hooked up yet. I'm still kind of wiring all this stuff in and trying to get used to just having all this space and being able to just be able to have it on hand whenever I want it to. As I say, all of this goes into my patch bay on my desk here, so I can actually run the AS1 into the analog heat here to give it a bit of distortion, or I can do the AS1 into the sampler and then into my computer. It's great. It really works out well. I think, yeah, going forward, I'm going to use it a lot more. So that's the kind of production area. This little bit at the end is the production area. The next bit is my DJ area here. Now this is something that I really wanted. This is a luxury really, because really when I wanted my own studio, I wanted something that was I could bring clients along to, and I could have them along and they can just, there's plenty of room. But I always kind of wanted that space where I also had room to DJ as well. So I've got this kind of desk that's actually on wheels. I can wheel this out into the middle of the room and I can record live streams on it. And that's really important. I kind of really wanted this space that is kind of multi-use, and having this on wheels just means I can just wheel it out whenever I want to and do a live stream and just have it there. But yeah, so I've got my Pioneer XZ here. That I know the new AZ has just been released. I think it's the AZ, which I might upgrade to at some point, but to be honest, the XZ has been brilliant for me. And then of course, I've got my DJS 1000 as well, which if you've watched plenty of the videos on my channel, you'll know that obviously I use this a lot and I love it a lot. To be honest, it's been getting a bit of dust recently because it's with the move and everything else like that. I have actually had it unplugged for a while because we've been moving quite a while. But yeah, it's all kind of here and it's all ready to kind of use whenever I want to. I can just boot it up and have a mix session whenever I want to. And then we kind of move on to the chill out section. This is the real luxury. This is the real kind of nice bit to have that I never thought I'd be able to have. The whole point of having this bigger studio was to be able to have clients over and people I engineer for and friends over to do sessions. And the fact of having this nice sofa here just means we can kind of chill out and relax, you know, halfway through a session. And as I say, it's just a real luxury just to have this. And actually in front of this is this amazing table. So this has got a real story to it, and at some point I will post a video about it. And in fact, you can see it on my Instagram. I actually made this table. So when I moved into the studio, there was these two PA speakers left here by the previous owner. The previous owner actually played in bands and kind of gigged here and did some kind of jam sessions in this very building. But he left these two PA speakers here, and I was kind of looking at them and I thought, well, I'm probably not going to use them for anything. And then it was actually my girlfriend Dawn who actually kind of came up with the idea of saying, let's make a table out of it. So literally we kind of took both speakers and placed them on their sides like this, and then bought this kind of glass tabletop to go over the top of it. And it just looks so bespoke and so cool, but it's just using what was already here, which is really, really cool. And one of my favorite things about the whole studio. So yeah, that's the chill out area. And of course, when we're chilling out, This is the kind of entertainment system, if you want to call it that way. Just literally a TV. We can watch Netflix on here. I've got the Xbox there down there, so we can play that. I'm also a big Lego kind of guy as well, and I love this McLaren F1 car that I built a while back. I probably will be dotting them more around the studio as I kind of get used to setting up the studio and finding more space for them. But yeah, so that's pride of place at the moment. And then I've also got these, I don't know if you've ever seen this in my previous studio, but these are all the passes for all the various different events and studio sessions and artist passes and just a whole load of different things that I've been to. And I kind of, whenever I come back from a conference or a festival, I always kind of put it on here just to kind of, it's just memories basically. It's just nice to have those kind of memories, just to be able to look back at them. And speaking of memories, actually, is a kind of memory stroke photo board. Now, pretty much every studio I've been into has one of these boards, so I'm definitely not pioneering this, but I always wanted some way of kind of just commemorating whoever's been in this studio. So whether it's friends, family, clients, or whatever. And as I say, I've only had a few sessions so far, so I'm kind of slowly building this up, but I've got the trusty Polaroids, so whenever anybody's in the studio I can just take a photo of them or us together, just to kind of just have something to look back on when I kind of look at all the people who have been through this studio. So yeah, that's my kind of my little memory board there, and that's kind of really the whole main space of the studio. I will actually just show you one more thing. So we have this little room back here, which is a little bit of a bonus. This is the kind of storeroom stroke kitchen stroke bathroom. So this is like a whole area. This is like a whole multi-purpose thing. So whenever I'm up here for good. I've got the coffee machine down here. I've got my fridge. I've got everything down here. So literally once I'm up here, that's it, I'm up here for good. And whoever's up here with me doing sessions, at least they can feel comfortable and they've got everything up here that they need. So yeah, lots more stuff to talk about on this channel, both stuff going on in the studio, stuff going on with my artist project and clients that I'm working for. I'm hoping to be bringing you a whole load of cool new stuff as well. Hope you've enjoyed this studio tour. It's been an absolute pleasure kind of showing you around, and it's just a space that I'm really looking forward to just working in now. If you've got any kind of comments or you've got any questions about the studio or anything, any of the kit that I've got in here or anything I'm going to be doing or any suggestions, drop them below and I'll try and answer them as soon as possible. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and I'll hopefully see you soon in the next video.